Mechanic who allegedly threatened neighbor with a gun to appear in court. A mechanic who allegedly used a firearm to threaten his neighbor during an argument in Maypen, Clarendon last Friday has been stopped with charges stemming from the incident. Charged with assault at common law and possession of prohibited weapon is 29-year-old Nicholas Hamilton, otherwise called Bigger. It is alleged that about 10 p.m., Hamilton and his neighbor had an argument during which he brandished a firearm and made threats to him. The incident was reported to the police and Hamilton was arrested. He is set to appear in the Maypen Parish Court on Thursday, December 12. Former Petrodram executives accused of fraud freed in court. The court has freed former general manager of Petrodram, Floyd Grindley, and the company's former board chairman, Dr. Percival Singh, who were accused of fraud. Singh was accused of fraudulent submission, claims amounting to US $73,000 for overseas travel he allegedly did not make. Grindley was accused of aiding and abetting Singh to proceed the claims. Senior Parish Judge Maxine Ellis delivered the verdict in Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. The trial began in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in May 2022.
Well, the Petrodram case with Grindley, the manager, and Singh, the chairman of the board, were in court from May 2022. After 2.5 years, the defense got victory today in a reasoned judgment by the parish judge, Mitch Ellis. The accused are elated. The team of attorneys consisting of K.D. Knight and Matthew Hyatt and Bianca Samuels and myself, we are so pleased with the outcome because this has been a political persecution of these two, public servants. So we are happy for the result. Well, it is open to the accused to file what we call a civil action for malicious prosecution, and we expect that those instructions will come soon because here it is, Dr. Singh, the chairman of the board, who was an unpaid chairman of the board, was made to pay back for even a surprise birthday party, a party that he didn't plan, that he knew nothing about. And even board meetings that he attended and traveled to Jamaica, they forced him to pay back for those attendance at board meetings. This is a horrible case of extortion from a public servant.
BOJ assures that banks are working to ensure ABMs are fully operational for the Christmas season. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ has again sought to assure citizens that the island's banks are working to ensure the automated banking machines are fully operational as the Christmas season approaches. Concerns have been raised about the availability of ABMs, with the opposition People's National Party calling on the central bank to ensure that the banks are compliant with standards. Speaking during a Standard Finance Committee meeting, BOJ Deputy Governor Dr. Lewis said as of September, there were 899 ABMs across the island in comparison to 871 for the corresponding period last year. He said in terms of performance, 90% of those ABMs should be operational. He noted, however, that improvement is needed in terms of uptime or how long ABMs are operational throughout the month, as this is currently below standard. Mr. Lewis added that the issue is linked to operational concerns, among other things, due to a change from old to new ABM machines.
Comparing to September of last year, 2023, we now have 899 ABMs installed across the island. That's in comparison with 871. So we have more ABMs installed across the island compared to September 2023. Yes, that would be 28 additional ABMs installed across the island. The performance in terms of we have a target under the standard that indicates that 95% or 90%, of those ABMs by banks should be operational, and banks have been meeting and exceeding that target consistently since the standard has been implemented. So we do see that the ABMs that are installed are operational. Where we notice the improvement not being as strong is in terms of uptime. So uptime has to do with how long the ABM is operational during the month. and entities have been hovering between 89% and 90%, which is below the standard of 95%. So that's where we have seen that the performance requires improvement, and we continue to dialogue with them in terms of the reason for that. Primarily what we have understood is that as they have changed out the old ABMs for newer ABMs, that they have had operational issues in terms of calibrating those new ABMs to the currency denominations and other factors. So there's been a trade-off in terms of more ABMs being installed and more being operational, but not as the uptime not being at the standard. So we continue to dialogue with them in relation to that.
Businessman accuses Manchester municipal leadership of sabotage in revoking event permit. For the second time within a month, a businessman accusing the leadership of the Manchester Municipal Corporation of political sabotage in revoking an entertainment permit. Idion Peart, who popularly known as Diamond Finger, the promoter of Colour Splash, told reporters on Tuesday that he was made aware of the permit being cancelled by way of a platform addressed by Mandeville Mayor Donovan Mitchell on Monday night at a Christmas tree lighting ceremony in Cecil Charlton Park. Peart earlier this year switched allegiance to the Jamaica Labour Party from the People's National Party. The Manchester Municipal Corporation is controlled by the PNP. The Manchester Municipal Corporation did approve or did collect for the event Colour Splash on Main Street. Having reviewed the permission, a decision has been taken to cancel that permit, and so I want to say to the public that the event will not be kept there, nor within the precincts of the town. The producer have to find a space outside of the precincts of the town where it can hold the necessary crowd that generally comes with the event, stated Mitchell. However, Peart is questioning the mayor's announcement as the Main Street venue is the second area that he has proposed for the event. Outside of the presence of the town would be looking at residential areas. This is a commercial space, and I think such an event for Christmas and the public is the best location. It is downtown, he said, while pointing out that the property is just under 2 acres, which he plans to sectionalize to include the parking for 100 vehicles. It is 28 times that it has been held in the town over the past 10 years. This time around, I think it is very unfair to be having an issue after I received permission legally, and now I am on the verge of spending close to $5 million, he added. Peart, who in November said he felt politically victimized when Mitchell issued a stop order on the commercial building to host a fast food restaurant in Cristiano, said his political allegiance shouldn't be mixed with his professional life. I want to go forward with my business without politics contradicting anything that I am doing. I have some feelings, and you can read between the lines, he noted. Peart, who is now looking at alternatives and possible legal action against the municipality, said the event will happen. On the grounds of hosting the event, I want to assure the citizens that the event will be held on December 24 in Manchester once we get this issue rectified. I am looking at legal avenues to make sure that this event happens and recover damages, he noted. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.